prior to recognizing these 1,000-point scorers, we'd like to recognize some of the coaches who have guided our 1,000-point scorers. Several of them are joining us tonight and are lined up on the east baseline. Please welcome Todd Henline, Jim Grayson, Terry Nye, and the very first girls basketball coach in Eastwood history, Terry Hansen. Others who coached at least 1,000-point scores and could not be here this evening include Mr. Tom Ryder, Dale and Benny Bruning, Steve Stoller, Mark Robinson, Melissa Chase, Jim Robinson Jr., Matt Rudson, and Nick Schmeltz. We thank these men and women for their dedication to our student athletes. And now, let's introduce the players. Our first honoree is Randy Gardner, a 1977 graduate, and the first to break the 1,000-point threshold. Randy finished his career with 1,173 points and held the boys' scoring record for 20 years. He was named first team All-SLL in basketball twice, and he earned 10 varsity letters in basketball, baseball, and golf. Ladies and gentlemen, Randy Gardner. To be recognized next is Carol Bruning. Unfortunately, Carol had knee surgery yesterday and could not attend. However, Carol is the first woman in Eastwood history to go over 1,000 points, finishing with 1,048. Carol led the Eagles to the state championship game in 1977, the only time that has happened in school history, and it was second team All-Ohio. She currently lives in Florida and being represented tonight by her uncle, Bob Bruning. Ladies and gentlemen, Carol Bruning-Kidman. Honored next is Cathy Smithey Ray, a 1980 graduate and the first woman in program history to be named first team All-Ohio. Cathy finished with 1,268 points while leading the Eagles to 4 conference championships with a perfect 28-0 record. She was also the first woman to be named first team All-SLL 3 times. Ladies and gentlemen, Cathy Smithey Ray. Our next 1,000-point scorer is Teri Poggemeyer, who in 1984 became just the second woman from Eastwood to be first team All-Ohio. Terry helped lead the Eagles to 4 league crowns and an overall record of 78-12. Finishing with 1,495 points, she held the women's scoring record for 35 years. Ladies and gentlemen, Teri Poggemeyer. Jodi Juergens Evans is up next. She concluded her career in 1986 with 1,127 points while leading Eastwood to 3 league titles and an overall SLL record of 52-4. Jodi earned 12 varsity letters in basketball, volleyball, and track, and she was named the 3rd first team All-Ohioan in program history. Ladies and gentlemen, Jodi Juergens Evans. Recognized next is Stephany Dunmyer, who remains #1 all time in games played for Eastwood with 102, #1 for assists in a game, and #1 for steals in a game. Stephany also scored 27 points and a half, and she finished with 1,124 points while being named second team All-Ohio in 1996. Ladies and gentlemen, Stephany Dunmyer. Our next female honoree is Kerri Wohltman, also a 1996 graduate. Kerri was selected honorable mention All-Ohio and twice named first team All-SLL while helping the Eagles to 3 league championships, 4 district championships, 2 regional final appearances, and 84 wins, finishing with 1,121 points. Kerri Wohltman. Darcy Miesmer, our next 1,000-point scorer, was named first team All-SLL twice and was honorable mention All-Ohio in 1999 and special mention All-Ohio in 2000, while leading the Eagles to back-to-back league championships. Darcy remains the all-time single-season assist leader here at Eastwood and concluded her career with 1,143 points. Ladies and gentlemen, Darcy Miesmer. Recognized next is Stacey Weiland Loomis, whose 4 years represent the greatest stretch in Eastwood women's basketball history, as the Eagles won 4 league championships, reached the state Final Four in 2001, and compiled an overall record of 91-8. Stacey graduated in 2002 with 1,014 points, and as a senior was named first team All-Ohio. Ladies and gentlemen, Stacey Weiland Loomis. Our next honoree is Kim Young-Wells, a 3-sport varsity letter winner in basketball, volleyball, and softball. Kim was named Special Mention All-Ohio as well as 3rd Team All-Ohio in back-to-back seasons, along with being First Team All-SLL twice and First Team All-District on 2 occasions. Kim finished her career in 2006 with 1,194 points. Kim Young-Wells. Our second male honoree is Clay Rolf. Clay is Eastwood's all-time leading rebounder with 763 boards. Clay led the Eagles to a 20-3 overall record in 2009. Before going on to play football and baseball at BGSU, Clay was a first-team All-SLL performer in 3 sports, including basketball, baseball, and football. A 2010 graduate with 1,038 points, Clay Rolf. Up next is Jacob Schmeltz, a 2014 graduate who was named Honorable Mention All-Ohio as a senior. Jacob was also named 2-time first-time All-NBC in basketball, first-team All-NBC in baseball, and first-team All-NBC in football. He finished with 1,230 points and is second on the boys' all-time scoring list. Ladies and gentlemen, Jacob Schmeltz. Jamie Schmeltz, yes, Jacob's sister and our next honoree, graduated in 2020 and is the only 4-time first-team all-conference player in school history. As a senior, Jamie was named second-team All-Ohio after averaging 21 points a game. Currently playing for Wash University, Jamie is the all-time leading scorer in women's history with 1,572 points. Jamie Schmeltz. Concluding our female 1,000-point scorers is a 2022 graduate, Aubrey Haas. She was a standout on the basketball court, the soccer field, and on the track. Aubrey graduated last year with 1,347 points, was twice named first team All-NBC in basketball, and was a 3rd team All-Ohio as a senior. She's currently a member of the track and field team at Purdue University Fort Wayne. Ladies and gentlemen, Aubrey Haas. Our most recent 1,000-point scorer is Jacob Meyer, also a 2022 graduate. He led the Eagles to last year to a school record time, 22 victories. Jacob was 3 times named first team All-NBC, and in his final season, he was tabbed the 3rd team All-Ohioan. Jacob concluded his career with 1,170 points and is currently playing for Hillsdale College. Ladies and gentlemen, Jacob Meyer. Eastwood's top scorer, Lawniczak, is our final honoree. This evening, we remember the all-time leading scorer in Eastwood history, whose life was tragically cut short in 1997, just months after his graduation. During his time in an Eagles uniform, Aaron lit up scoreboards around the area. More than 25 years later, he remains number 1 all-time with 50 points in a game. Number 1 all-time with 603 made field goals. Number 1 all-time with 32.3 per game average in 1997. And number 1 all-time with 1,635 points. An All-Ohioan in both basketball and baseball, Aaron is represented by his nephews Ty, Aaron, Vinny, and Joey. Ladies and gentlemen, Aaron Lawniczak. direct your attention to the west wall when we will unveil the signs for our 16 1,000-point scores. Ladies and gentlemen, one final round of applause for Eastwood royalty. At this time, would all the players and those representing there tonight please come to half court for your photos. Teri Nye, we need you on the floor, please. Teri Nye. One final applause for our Eastwood 1,000-point scorers, their family members, and their coaches. Thank you so much.